As you can hear the noisy background, this is yet another super busy week here in the United Nations. Normally, I would tell you it is important to have the first ever Sustainability Week in the UN. It is essential to host the permanent forum for indigenous people. But everything, I mean literally everything, has been dwarfed by the fast-changing situation in the Middle East. Well, first, the tension between Iran and Israel. Well, it is rare enough to have Security Council emergency meetings on a Sunday. Think about this. Last time, the Council even postponed its voting on Gaza resolution from a Saturday to Monday, a couple of weeks ago. And that really shows how urgent it was. And even Secretary General Mr. Antonio Guterres himself briefed in the meeting. Well, but with no surprise.
We have a shared responsibility to stop violence in the occupied West Bank, de-escalate the situation along the Blue Line, and re-establish safe navigation in the Red Sea. We have a shared responsibility to work for peace. Regional and indeed global peace and security are being undermined by the hour. Neither the region nor the world can afford more war.
Obviously, Israeli mission wanted the Council to condemn Iran and designate Revolutionary Guards as a terrorist group, but we know how the Council works, and I would have to say either of these requests is very difficult to have. And then this is what Ambassador Gilad Erdan said in the Council, that Israel might retaliate the retaliation.
This attack crossed every red line, and Israel reserves the legal right to retaliate. We are not a frog in boiling water. We are a nation of lions. Following such a massive and direct attack on Israel, the entire world, let alone Israel, cannot settle for inaction. We will defend our future.
But Iranian representatives said that the US and its allies had a double standard on self-defense.
While they have denied Iran's inherent right to self-defense against the Israeli armed attack on our diplomatic premises, at the same time they shamefully justified the Israeli massacre and genocide against the defenseless Palestinian people under the pretext of self-defense.
Now we're all waiting for Israel's countermove, but hopefully, please not yet another weekend. Last Friday, you said grab your lunch and have a good weekend.
On that note, unless I hear anybody opening up a microphone, I shall release you for lunch. And happy weekend, happy human space flight day.
You surely didn't know what's going to happen that weekend.
No, that was just an idiotic sentence that I uttered.
Okay.
Okay, I have no intelligence whatsoever on anything.
Another thing concerning Middle East is the fate of UNRWA. This Saturday, UN will release its view led by former French Foreign Minister Catherine Colonna and her team. But before this, the Security Council also had a meeting on UNRWA. Philip Lazzarini, Commissioner General of this Palestinian Relief Agency, believed that UNRWA is facing a campaign to push it out of the occupied Palestinian territory. While doing its own investigation, he also urged investigation on the behaviors that endangered humanitarian workers.
We demand an independent investigation and accountability for the blatant disregard for the protected status of humanitarian workers, operations and facilities under international law. To do otherwise would set a dangerous precedent and compromise humanitarian world around the world.
There's also a high-level Security Council meeting on Middle East this Thursday. Dozens of foreign ministers of Arab countries were here. For sure, for the next few weeks, Gaza, Palestine membership, Iran and Israel will continue to dominate the agenda here in the UN.